Hey guys, so welcome to another let's talk. In case you're new, the concept basically is like I basically talk about things and yeah, like we basically discuss things I talk about in the comments or like on Twitter or whatever. So it's basically like kind of a discussion kind of thing. So yeah. So in today's episode, I'll be talking about the new season of PSL. This is kind of like a special like video for me because like the very first Let's Talk episode I did was on PSL as well. So like it's kind of like gone full circle. So yeah, it will be very like interesting to like um, talk about this time as well. So obviously we have to start off with the champions of the PSL, Karachi Kings. So I would say Karachi Kings is like main player and probably the most important player is Babar Azam. Um, I'm not sure if many of you guys are familiar with the NBA, but like most of the teams in NBA are like built on like um, a particular player, like the franchises. And yeah, Karachi Kings is basically like that as well. It's basically a franchise that is built on Babar Azam, and yeah, he basically carries this franchise. So like he's gonna be an important player for Karachi for sure in this season because like um, anything that anything like Karachi could get out of this season, it's gonna be because of Babar Azam. Um, I would say Karachi have a good, very good, strong season as well. A very strong squad, but I would say they are missing Alex Hales, and I would say that that could potentially cost them in the tournament because um, Alex Hales actually was playing really well for Karachi in the last PSL tournament. I know he didn't do particularly really well in the final or the semi-final, but he was really good for them in the tournament. So I think Alex Hills could be like a huge miss for Karachi, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not really the management and like the boards. They probably know better than me, so we're gonna see how that turns out for Karachi. But I personally think it might cost them. In terms of players to watch out for, I would say for Karachi, it has to be Danish Aziz. I saw him playing in the Pakistan Cup, and he was actually pretty amazing. Especially, I think he had like this semi-final performance where he made like 72 runs. Yeah, so like he's very amazing. He's a pretty good power hitter as well. So like he's gonna be amazing for Karachi, and it's gonna be interesting how they use him as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to him. I'm pretty sure most people in the PSL are probably looking forward to him as well. In terms of strength, I would say Karachi's biggest strength is their bowling because we have a we're like we have like Mohamed Amir, Maksud, Mohamed Nabi, and Ilyas, and yeah, that's just to name a few. Like that's there's it's a pretty solid like bowling attack, and I would say it's probably one of the better bowling attacks in the league as well. So I would say that's probably like Karachi's biggest strength going forward, and yeah, I think that's what's gonna set them apart from other teams in the PSL. Overall, I would say Karachi have a very good squad, as they usually do in most PSL seasons. And yeah, I definitely think they're gonna have a really good season for sure. And just about like who could possibly stop them? That's the real question that we have to ask ourselves. So now let's move on to Lahore Qalandars, who were in the finals with Karachi, and I would say, I wouldn't say like they gave Karachi like the best of fights, but they did really well to get to the final. So like we have to give them credits for that. Um, in terms of who could be their most key player, I would say David Wissy because like even last PSL in like the performances where like Lahore were actually really excellent. David Wissy was like the one that was the guy who was at the forefront of those performances. So like I would say he's gonna be very crucial for like Lahore if they're gonna get anything out of this season. So yeah, it's very imperative he has a very good tournament this PSL if Lahore is gonna get anything. In terms of big miss, I would say like I think Lahore is actually missing someone in their bowling attack because uh I think like a lot of the pressure is on Shine Shah Afridi and um excuse me for that. Yeah, so a lot of the pressure is on Shine Shah Afridi and Rashid Khan to like actually carry out like Lahore's bowling attack, and I think that's just too much pressure on two bowlers to like really do because like I know people are gonna mention like Haris Rauf, but like Haris Rauf has actually been very inconsistent. Like even in like the Big Bash, he's been very inconsistent. So yeah, it's gonna. I think they missed a trick by not having another really good fat like baller. So yeah, I think that could be something that might cost them in the tournament. In terms of players to watch out for Lahore, I would say the player to watch out for is Fakhri Zaman because like he has to really prove himself in this PSL tournament because he's not really getting into the Pakistan's starting 11 at the moment, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a huge disappointment for him for sure. So like this is like a perfect chance for Fakhri Zaman to actually improve his performances and actually get into the team. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he plays this tournament. I would say Lahore's biggest strength is their like batting. I think they have like a lot of firepower in their batting lineup. So yeah, that's gonna be um good to see for viewers because you're gonna get to see a lot of sixes. So yeah. Overall, I would say Lahore have a good squad. I would say like they might be missing something in their bowling though, but I think their batting is just too good and like it might win them a lot of games in the PSL as well. So I think overall they have a good squad. So, moving on to Quetta Gladiators, I would say Quetta's key player is Surfraz because being the captain at all, I think it's his responsibility to like make sure like the team actually gets anything out of the tournament. And I think like most of the times when Quetta have actually been good, it's because because of Surfraz's leadership. So Surfraz is definitely gonna be like a key player for Quetta if they're gonna get anything out of this tournament. Player to in terms of a player to watch out for Quetta, I would say Chris Gale because the first two times Chris Gale played in the PSL, he didn't really perform that well. Um, like I think the first time he played was for Lahore and the second time for Karachi. And yeah, both times he didn't really perform really well in the PSL. So it will be interesting to see like how he like performs this time around. If things are any different in his game or yeah. So yeah, it will be very interesting to see Chris Gill because he is an amazing player. So yeah. In terms of Quetta Gladiators' strength, I would say Quetta Gladiators' biggest strength has always been their underdog mentality because not many people actually rate them that highly in the tournament, but they still manage to exceed expectations. So that I would say that's their biggest strength, and that's actually a pretty good strength to have. Overall, I would say Quetta have a pretty well balanced squad, and yeah, I think it'll be good for the season. For Islamabad United, I would say their key player is Alex Hales because Alex Hales could be the fire starter for a really good tournament for Islamabad United. So I think it's gonna be very huge if Alex Hales has a good tournament in this PSL for Islamabad United. So yeah, that's why I'm saying he's gonna be their key player. Player to watch out for, I would say for Islamabad, it has to be Hassan Ali because, again, just like Fakhar Zaman, Hassan Ali is not really getting into Pakistan's starting 11, so he has to prove himself in this tournament and actually show why he deserves to be in Pakistan's starting 11. So I think it's going to be very promising tournament from Hassan Ali, or at least I hope so because if he wants to fix his career, he has to really perform in this tournament. So yeah, that's why I think he could be someone to look out for. Um, in terms of strengths, I would say Islamabad's biggest strength is their management. I would say Islamabad United have one of the smartest management in the PSL, and yeah, so I think that actually helps them somewhat stay ahead of most teams in the PSL. So yeah, that's their biggest strength, and yeah. Overall, I would say Islamabad United have a really strong squad for this PSL, and yeah, they could potentially even challenge Karachi for the PSL crown. Who knows? Now moving on to Peshawar Zilmi, I would say Peshawar Zilmi's like key player has to be David Miller because like if someone's gonna like start like the engine for Peshawar Zilmi, it has to be David Miller because like he's someone that could possibly do that. He's very good in like franchise cricket as well. So yeah, in terms of big miss for Peshawar Zalmi, I think Darren Sammy is gonna be a big miss for Peshawar Zalmi because like they will miss like a captain of a leader figure like Darren Sammy in the dressing room because like having someone like Sammy just like talking to the players and or even on being on the pitch and like telling them what to do is like a huge like motivational boost for a lot of the players. And yeah, he's definitely one of the best captains in the PSLs. I think the only person that actually gets close to him is probably Surfraz. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a huge miss for like Peshawar Zalmi like of not having Darren Sammy as like a player. So yeah. In terms of players to watch out for, I would say for Peshawar Zalmi, it has to be Heather Ali because like even last season he was like really promising, and I think he could possibly continue that form in this tournament as well. So like I think that's gonna make him very exciting. So yeah, look out for Heather Ali. I would say Peshawar Zulmi's like biggest strength is their unpredictability because you never know what you're gonna get with Peshawar Zulmi. Sometimes they like turn up and then sometimes they don't. So yeah, that's probably their biggest strength. Overall, I would say I don't think this looks like a very strong Peshawar Zalmi squad. Like at least not as strong as we've seen over the years. So like I'm not sure what their exact hopes are for this for their PSL season this year, but I unless they like actually come out and like shock us, I don't expect it to be a good season for them. For Multan Sultans, I would say their key player is Imran Tahir. He's an amazing bowler and like he's especially like he's very dangerous, uh, especially against Karachi. I know personally because I've seen him and yeah he was very dangerous against us. So like, I think he's gonna be like a key player for like Multan Sultans because like he could really get them places in this season for sure. So like yeah. I would say like Multan Sultan's biggest miss will be Moin Ali because like he was like a huge figure for them and like a good player as well. So like he would have added like more another spinning option and as well like more like power in their batting lineup. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be a huge miss for Multan Sultans this season. I will say like the player to watch out for Multan Sultans will be Khushdil Shah. I just think he's a good player, and yeah, I'm just a huge fan. So like personally, that's gonna be the player for me to watch out for. I would say Multan Sultans' like biggest strength is their bowling. They have a pretty good bowling attack, and yeah, so that's that's their strength. Overall, I would say it's a pretty like decent looking squad, and yeah, I think they're gonna do really well this PSL. So who can challenge Karachi for the crown? I would say like the best placed team to like challenge Karachi for the crown is Islamabad United because I think out of all the other teams, like their squad's the one that gets closest to Karachi's squad. So I would say they have the best chance of actually challenging Karachi for the PSL crown. So yeah, now let's do some Twitter moments. that's the end of the video. So like if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, um make sure to subscribe as well, so like you can watch more videos obviously, and so like my channel could grow. That's also important. And I would say comment who you think could win the PSL this year. I'm personally going for Karachi, but yeah, you can let me know who you think. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.